This is Mika from Go Big Coaching, and today I would like to talk about improving sleep and relaxation. So this year I'm into building new habits, and for February I've decided to remedy one of my major pain points, and that is sleep. I do fall asleep easily, but I wake up a lot, and sometimes I dream so much of work all night long that I have the feeling I worked another 8 hours, but without having any results to show for it. So point is, I realized if I want more restful sleep, I need to wind down better. And for this purpose, I introduced an evening ritual I've been following for a few weeks now, and I'm pretty happy with it. So today I wanted to share the 5 points I have included into my evening ritual that hopefully might help you too to improve your sleep. Number 1, I have a shutdown ritual now. That may be more important for people who work from home a lot, but I think everybody can benefit from that because we all tend to bring our day home with us, and that is of course a tough thing to then relax and fall asleep. So my shutdown ritual is mostly in line with what Cal Newport suggests in Deep Work. He's kind of my efficiency hero. And that starts with going over all the open points I still have and putting them on my to-do list for the next day as needed. Go over my schedule so that I know exactly what's ahead as far as I can tell at this point. And then I print out the to-do list and the schedule for the next day, put them on my desk, and any files I may need for client consultations, etc., I put with those. So basically I'm as organized as I can for the next day. That helps me to call it a day. Then to round off this shutdown ritual, I sit down for a quick 5-minute meditation. Alexa behind me sets the timer, and then I either do a visualization, like to give me a little cheer me up, how like the next day will rock type of thing, or I'll do a loving kindness meditation, which I really like a lot. That is something, you'll find more about that when you Google Sharon Salzberg. That's her thing, and it's beautiful. Yeah, that's point number 1. Point number 2, I lay out my clothes for the next day. So again, that's a little different for people who work from home a lot. If you go to an office every day, please do it anyway, because it saves you so much time and energy in the morning. And especially you save your capacity to make decisions for something more important. So for me, as I work from home a lot and online, I still want to feel prepped for the day. And so when I lay out my clothes the night before, and then in the morning I just go to the bathroom, I get dressed. I don't stay in my PJs all day long. Well, sometimes I do, but not often. And it's kind of in the evening, it's kind of a fun little activity to find an outfit when I'm in no rush, and then the next morning is so much more relaxed. So I really enjoy that. Number 3 is I decide beforehand what I'm going to watch or read that week. So I really suffer from decision fatigue. In the evening, if you ask me past 6 p.m. what I want to do, I'm like, I have no idea. I can hardly decide if I want to eat, what I want to eat. So I need to really prep for the time before I go to bed. My default option is to just grab the next murder mystery and read for a couple of hours. And that's okay. But there are a lot of things that require a little more brain power, and I would like to do those webinars and nonfiction books where I can learn a lot before I go to my murder mystery. So I schedule a book or a webinar for the week for the next days, and I usually do that between dinner and really winding down. That gives me some inspiration. I often take a couple of notes, empty out my ideas, my brain, my brainstorming, and then I'm really ready to call it a day. Number 4, that's no screens after 9 p.m. As I get up very early, my bedtime is 10 p.m. So that 9 p.m. time might be different for you if you get up later and stay up longer. But for me, that's a good time, and I've set all devices to sleep up to night mode at 9 p.m. and I really like that. It's not too hard for me because I prefer reading over watching a show, but I don't want to feel guilty if I get carried away watching something, or even those evenings where you get into mindless scrolling. I don't want to feel guilty and check the time all the time. At 9 o'clock, my alarm goes off or the screen goes darker, and then I know, okay, time to shut it off. That's what I do then. And then I can go to my murder mystery, right? And last point, number 5, bedtime journaling and gratitude. So if you follow me for a while, you know that I do my major journaling in the morning. I do morning pages, and I have a video about my morning ritual too. That's one of the older ones. You can find that on YouTube too. But in the evening, I have a tiny little diary next to my bed, one of those 5 years on a page, and I just write down a couple of notes what actually happened during the day. I think that'll be interesting in a couple of years. And then when I researched evening ritual, I came across something that I found super interesting, and that's the prompt, write down 3 things that went well that day and why. I'm sharing this because I'm sure that's a good prompt for many of you. 3 things that went well that day and why. For me, I tried it for a week and it really didn't resonate. So as I had started a new notebook, I'm going back to writing 3 gratitudes at night. And that is something I've always loved to do. I fell out of the habit, so I've reestablished that, and that's what I do. So those are my 5 tips for an evening ritual. I hope those are helpful for you too. I can already say I've done it for like 2 weeks and my sleep has massively improved already. So I hope it works for you too. Let's all sleep well and get all the rest we deserve. If you like this video, check out my other videos, share it with your friends, leave me a like, follow me on Instagram. That's my real platform. I love Instagram. And subscribe to my newsletter. I share tips in my newsletter and worksheets too. So this was it for today. I am Mika and I'm here to help you go big.